Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Christian. It is Saturday, August 22nd at 12:26 p.m. And it is time for the Daily Guessr, the show where I play EthnoGuessr, GeoGuessr, and Timeguessr every day for 30 days, maybe more, and we see how I improve. Let's get right into it, shall we? Now, I got the dogs around me today, so there might be some noise. Alright. This is very nice. Immediately, Europe, Bielawi. This feels Polish. It's probably not Polish, but that's where oh. No, I'm pretty sure this is Polish. Policija. I mean, they might be, I know that's not how you say that word, by the way. This could be, a Balkan language, right? Truchnovi, right? Gniezno. This is definitely Polish. It just has that vibe, right? See, but don't they be putting stuff over their O's and stuff? Not all of them. Okay, we'll go over here, Western Poland. And it was more central Poland, but yeah, the red bollards, Polish bollards have a red band around them with a red reflector on the front and a white one on the back. Not at all how I figured that out, but it's good to know. All right. Interesting. I'm not sure. Wilgrow, Fairview. Okay, so we're English speaking. This is the United States then. It's beautiful, right? Could be New Zealand. Sometimes I have problems oh, wait, we are driving on the left side of the road, huh? Oh no, we're on both sides of the road here. This is the highway. I don't know, guys. But this isn't a 2-lane road. It's a 1-lane road. Maybe we are actually only going on the left side of the road, which would imply not the United States, right? Because we drive on the correct side of the road here. And yeah, see, this is a 2-lane road. This is a 2-lane road. Look at that sign. So we are probably in the Australia or New Zealand. It looks a little green, right? It looks a little too green for Australia, for way down under. So, isn't New Zealand actually more down under than Australia, but still. I'm thinking that's where we're at. Let's go for it. Watch this just be the United States and I messed everything up, but let's check it. Ah, that was South Africa. Okay. So, yellow edge lines indicate South Africa. Yellow edge lines on the road. As opposed to, I guess New Zealand probably has white. I don't know. But yeah, so the South African roads look more like the United States. Very, very bad score there. 3 points. Wow. Okay. Riverstown. This is, that's Gaelic, right? Idir da Abhain? Or that's not Gaelic. Gaelic is what the Scottish speak, but this is what the Irish speak. Whatever the Irish speak. I don't know, maybe that's Gaelic. Doing Ferric Schlieg at Sligo Folk Park. Castle Baldwin and Collooney. So yeah, we're definitely in Ireland then. But I mean, Ireland's not that big, right? We're probably in Southern Ireland. I don't believe we're in Northern Ireland. I believe we're in the nation of Ireland itself, or the country of Ireland itself. Let's go over here. Let's go Western Ireland, near Limerick. How about that? Pretty good. We were Western, but it was a little more north. Okay, that was a very good one. Very good round. All right. Padadkaria. And then it also has Arabic. So Southeast Asia, but Arabic would mean, Salamat. Salamat is, Tagalog, right? Isn't Salamat what? But there's a mosque. Is there Muslim parts of the Philippines? Or is this just Malaysia and I'm getting the languages confused? I feel like... Wait, let's go back to the sign. Did that have Spanish on it? Faki Cellular. Hot promo. So it's... Packet internet... What? Am I totally wrong? Is this... Packet data... Is this like India or something? Rebu. No. Packet Bazaar. Maybe this isn't actually like Southeast Asia, guys. Maybe this is... Is this Bangladesh? Could this be Bangladesh, right? Muslim country, but with Indian overtones? I swear, I thought Salamat was the Philippines. Let's go with Bangladesh, though, because I don't think it is the Philippines. Might get a big score loss. Ah, it was Malaysia. Damn it. Should have just stuck with Malaysia. What makes most sense is normally the answer, right, guys? Occam's razor, right? Like, you think Southeast Asian Muslim country, your mind immediately goes to Malaysia. I should have just guessed Malaysia. Let's keep going. Last round of GeoGuessr. All right. There's a sign over there. Cabinets and countertops. And we are driving on the right side of the road. Fuck yeah. So, you know, we're in the good old US of A. Oh, maybe we're in Canada. The come and go. The come and go. Where do we have that? Where is the... This is not the West. This is not the West. Oh, there's the United States flag, right? So... This is not the western side of the United States, right? This is probably the eastern. Local 234. Let's see. IUOE. So this is either a prairie state or this is the eastern half of the United States. It's not California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, Idaho. It's over here. And I'm not as great with East Coast geography. This could very well be the South, for all I know. But we're going to go to these road signs. Mason City, Indianola. Fuck if I know where those places are. Oh, what does that say? Mason City again. Okay, I don't know where Mason City is. Goodwill of Central Iowa. Here we go, the Goodwill truck. Okay. So yeah, this is Iowa. So as I claimed, out here somewhere. And then right here, Central Iowa, right? So let's see if we can find Mason City. A lot of M's. Oh, cool. They got Humboldt in Iowa as well. Let's just hit Des Moines. Boom. Damn near spot on. Super, super good guess there. So, 2 not strong. 3 very, very strong on this this day of GeoGuessr. Even though that only scored us a bronze medal, surprisingly. Okay, well, thanks you guys for watching this segment. We are now going to go ahead and move on to Timeguessr. Alrighty, everybody, we are back, and it is time for Timeguessr, the daily challenge. Let's get right into it. Boom. Well, that's Washington D.C., right? And this is an Oldsmobile. It says 1901 model, 20 years old, still going strong. So I'd be willing to bet, even though these men might be dressed for past 20s, right? These men could be, I don't know, the hats indicate more 20s era though, right? Yeah, so let's go DC. in 1921. I mean, that's what it seems like it's telling us, right? Should be a pretty easy one near the capital. Um, I don't know where the right over here. All right, and let's go 1921. Spot on. Two men posing in a 1901 Oldsmobile in front of the Lincoln Memorial. The Oldsmobile brand, founded in 1897 and owned by General Motors, continued manufacturing cars until 2004. Wow, awesome stuff. Very good guess there. Okay, this one's more difficult, you know. Brudorf Langs del Talgrens. So this is Flemish or this is Belgium, right? It's not this is not the language of the Netherlands. This is the language of the Belgians, yeah? Um Brussels Tweetelig. Brussels Tweetelig. So when do these people look like they're dressed? Sorry about that, guys. That was a little my dog saying hi. Okay, now where does it look like these people? So this is pre-war. This is pre-war, and this is the 30s. This is the early 30s in Belgium. I want to feel because they I mean the Volkswagen, the bug's out, right? And they're buying it. So I think so. Let's go with the 30s Belgium. I might be the Netherlands. It's one of the two. Let's go 33. 61. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. But it was, yeah, it was Belgium. These are Flemish people. Um, Flemish demonstrators marching through Place de la Bourse in Brussels in a protest demanding a fixed official boundary between Dutch and French speaking regions to prevent the spread of French into traditional Flemish towns. Oh, so the Flemish people do speak the same language as the people in the Netherlands. The year, terrible, terrible guess, but location, spot on. All right, let's keep going. Um, Zoom, Zoom Kotzen. I'll be honest, guys, this one's hard. This one's fucking hard. There's milk all over the ground. They're pouring out. This is an anti-milk protest. Yeah, what the hell? That nigga's. Oh, that guy is pouring out milk. Um, Pardon me, guys. That just slipped out. That was strange times call for strange reactions. These guys are painting nuclear symbols on milk. I have no idea where this could be. I mean, it's a ex-Soviet country, right? Maybe. It just feels Eastern Bloc in the cars. Yeah? It's Europe for sure. Oh, wait. That's German. That's German. So this is East Germany in the 90s or early 2000s. East Germany in the 90s, yeah? All right. So let's just go East Berlin, honestly, yeah? Let's go East Berlin 94. 86, okay. And it was West Berlin. Young West Berliners pouring milk onto the Kurfürstendamm in Berlin in protest against radioactive contamination of food following the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. Radioactive fallout had contaminated pastureland, causing radioactive isotopes to enter into the food chain through grazing cattle, and their milk. Interesting stuff. Winnipeg envelopes. Winnipeg. That's in Canada, right? I mean, the fur trader also implies Canada. Welcome nobles. What is this? That's weird. Um, Service clothes, British flags. There's an American flag right there. Interesting. There's both flags flying here. But Winnipeg is in Canada, right? Mutual Bank of Canada. There we go. Winnipeg is Eastern Canada? I have no clue. Oh, there it is. There's Winnipeg. And this looks like the 50s, yeah? This is post-war. Everybody's having a good time. It could be up into the 60s. It could be up into the 60s. Let's check out their hairdos. Nah, that's a 50s hairdo. You would see this in the 40s too, but I'm thinking this is 50s. Let's go 54. 55, 1 year off, a street scene in Winnipeg, Manitoba during the mid 50s. You know, I got that one. All right, let's keep going. Round 5 of 5, our last one, and they're definitely hitting us with a hard one. Now immediately, you see this and you say Africa. Definitely Africa, right? But if you look at the colors of their clothes, no, I actually think this is still Africa. There's the Pope. There's Pope Leo. This is a recent picture. There's Pope Leo right there. This is Pope Leo's recent visit to one of these African countries. Let's see. I'm guessing. Let's try out. Well, okay. If we think about this, right? Libyans don't look like this. Maybe, actually. No, I don't think Libyans look like this. Where did he go in Africa? He went to Algeria, right? Do Algerians look like this? I don't think so. But maybe Algerian Christians look like this and the Muslims are the Arabs? It's got to be North Africa. That's where he went on his tour, right? And this just happened. Pope Leo has only been pope for like a year, if that, right? Less than a year. So this is 2026. This is a 2026 photo. Okay. So that was Cameroon. Okay, Cameroon. People waiting for Pope Leo to celebrate Holy Mass at Yaoundé Ville Airport in Yaoundé, Cameroon, on the final day of his 4-day visit to the country before departing for Angola as part of his 11-day pastoral tour of Africa. All right, our final score of the day on Timeguessr is 37,809. Now, I'm pretty sure that's not too far off from where we were yesterday. Anyway, sorry for dropping those silly words, and we're going to keep on heading on. And on our last stop of the day on our guessing train, it's time for EthnoGuessr, shall we? Right. I feel like we've gotten. No, I don't think we have gotten these folk before. Oh, and that's not where my guess is. But it has a more generic type, more mountainous, southern Germany, Alpid type, right? We could see this in Eastern Europe. I think that's what it's gonna want from us. I think it is wanting us somewhere down over here. I think this is a more wider spread phenotype. Let's say Austria. It was Eastern Europe, not as widespread as I thought. Ladogan, ancient, mostly Europid type. Yeah, I was originally thinking they did kind of feel like those Finns from yesterday, but I just didn't assume it would be the same again. But that's on me. Let's keep going. Whoa. Dog. I don't know. This is like ambiguous, the ethnically ambiguous homie, bro. This dude could be Mexican, he could be Indian, he could say he's from Spain and he'd be lying. Um, where is this dude from? Okay, if I look at just the top half of his face, it feels Spanish. Well, not Spanish, but like Spanish colony, yeah? Bottom half of his face feels more Arabic. The woman definitely looks more Asiatic, which makes me feel like he is actually more Asiatic, and he's just a big boy, so we're not really seeing his true features, right? Um, this could be a Stan. This could be a Stan, a Tajik, a Kyrgyz. What? African alpinoid. The most brassilific Maghrebi type shows close morphological similarities to alpines and in a lower degree to armenids and berberids. Probably not directly related to other alpines, but the result of similar adaptation. Right, okay, so these are probably more related to Berbers or Armenids, but they're adjusted for the mountainous regions of North Africa. Which, you can see how that would translate to thinking this person's from one of the stands, one of these mountainous regions out here. Anyway, let's keep going. Whoa. I don't know. Again, we are getting harder. Um, this feels like more Eastern Europe, right? Eastern Europe into Russia, Ukraine. Um, I don't know. This could be Spanish, huh? It could be This might be a Mediterranean type, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it on the man. Let's go for Eastern Europe again. Yeah. Okay. Metabid, regional type of the Caucasus Mountains, probably an alpinized Dinaro Armidid, adapted to life in mountainous regions. Yeah, so we're pretty close there. That's a good one. Good guess. Now Asia, right? It's definitely Asia. Um, hmm. Well, the noses, right? This is what stops me from immediately going Japanese, or their noses are adapted for more tropical air. Um, so I'm guessing we can see this type probably in southern China into most of Indochina, but probably more certainly in southern China, so that's where we're gonna hit. Yeah, perfect. So that's Tonkinesid, a South Synod subvariety, typical of the plains of the Red River in northern Vietnam. Okay, so these Vietnamese people. Round five. These are Aboriginal not United States, but America Aboriginals. Um, Probably the jungles of Brazil, Colombia, Peru. This is the deep jungle living people. These are who the Spanish would have encountered when we first came over here. So yeah, let's go up here towards the northern part of South. Yeah, so that's a South Amazonid, right? So yeah, all over Brazil, Argentina. You can even see this phenotype in Cuba or the Dominican Republic. Whoa. Now this is Melanesid, right? They're dark, but they're not African. They are and I don't think these are native to South America, though that could pass. You could definitely see that. But I'm willing to bet this is more like Pow Pow area, Melanesid down here. Yeah. Interesting, Malid. So, very ancient phenotype, native to the mountains of South India, common in isolated groups of Kanakaran, Kedar, and Pania. Interesting. So this is a rare phenotype. Probably don't see it much, but it's actually native to southern India. Uh, Again, my mind goes to this area over here, but see, they have the neck rings, like the neck extension rings. I'm pretty sure that's something that specifically happens in Africa. I don't think that is practiced in Southeast Asia or Oceania. So let's go somewhere like Rwanda. Yeah, Kenya, Tanzania. Oh, it was Pow Pow. So I flipped those two people groups around and how they look, guys. Learn from me. These are the pygmies. These are the short people. All right. Now this dude, he's an Arab. He's a Turk. Um, he's probably Turkish or Georgian, Armenian, right? Definitely this area. Um, yeah, Indo-Iranid. Okay, so that's an Iranian dude. Totally see it. Totally see it. Pretty spot on. All right, let's keep going. Round 9. Now these look like the Nilotic people in South Sudan, and I'm willing to bet they're a relative, if not them themselves, right? Oops. Yeah, spot on. So this is Omotic, who's a relative of the Nilotic, pre-Neolithic period. Sorry, saw Neo and thought, yeah. Now, final round. Let's see where we go. Ethiopians. This is the easiest one ever, guys. The Ethiopians are a very distinct looking people. They have these long, big heads with this giant, like, it kind like the gray aliens. Not to be rude or anything, but that's kind of the phenotype going on here, right? Just huge, kind of heart-shaped head almost. Bigger on the top and coming to a point. So yeah, let's go Ethiopia. And yeah, 100% spot on. You can always tell. It's one of the easiest people groups to guess. Um, but yeah, you win some, you lose some. We got right down there in the middle today on EthnoGuessr, but we did pretty good on Timeguessr and decent on GeoGuessr. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Christian, and I really appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and take a second to like, comment, or subscribe. Maybe send it around, send it to your friends, let them know what they would think. All right, bye-bye.